First album I bought was Before Their Eyes. It was this pretty like scene band, and it was at 2009 in RevGen, which is like I know this Christian based like music festival. Like it was like a Christian version of Warped Tour, basically. I mean, it's they didn't have enough funding, so it's been over now. I think it only survived like 3 years.
Pretty sure mine. You're trash. Pretty sure mine was album. Just album was probably Slipknot, the Subliminal.
Oh wow! And,
because I was a big Slipknot fan.
okay.
At that point.
I didn't expect Slipknot, to be honest.
No, it's definitely Slipknot. I used to love Slipknot in middle school.
That was also my first show. If you count a big show, like a show. Yeah, it was
big show. Yeah.
Yeah, it would have been that.
Mine was also. Mine was Bamboozle.
Oh, so yours was a music festival too?
Yeah.
It was in some like a straight venue.
Nah, yeah. It was
outside shows.
Back when that was still a thing. I think a lot of first things happened to Bamboozle, but
I guess I was it was like 14, 15, and it was a trumpet.
Trumpet?
Yeah, for school. I actually became lead trumpet too, so that's how I was fanboying over the trumpet. Thought it was a wave.
Yo, you know what? Technically, now that you mention it, my first instrument was technically the snare drum, the percussion.
You were drumline?
Yeah, I did drum stuff in middle school.
Oh wow!
I was in the band in middle school. That was before I even picked up guitar. And then I picked up guitar like towards the 8th grade or something.
That's insane. Like imagine if an alternate reality actually became
a drummer.
A drummer.
I liked the drums, but I was just this wasn't my thing. It wasn't until I picked up guitar that I really liked music. But I did the band thing, like school band, just for fun.
Oh, okay, yeah. This one was you remember the Borinquen bar, right?
Yeah.
Eli's grandma's bar. Yeah, so it was that for obviously opening show was this local metal band called Blameless and Upright.
Elizabeth Legend, dude.
No, yeah. That was when the big movement for, hey, anyone can be a band here and put things together. Because I remember in that time, being a band was like an intimidating act. Like it was like something that like you had to be fully ready and with a full package to present to the crowd. And like, I was just at that bar and people just started throwing shows down and making bands out of nowhere within like.
That was a fun time.
Yeah.
I remember that. That was really fun.
A lot of crap happened there. Like a lot.
And like it wasn't even like dead shows either. Like mad people would come out to those shows.
Yeah.
Like, every single time they played a show there.
And it was mostly the high school scene, so over there, like there was no problem in everyone getting together. Like no one had anything to do on a Saturday.
I think my first local show, probably, I think at the Borinquen bar also. Pretty sure. If not, I definitely saw like some local metal, like metalcore bands in some other town though. Not Elizabeth. I feel like locally in Elizabeth, we're gonna keep it like super local. Probably the Borinquen bar as well. But I know I did remember seeing some like metalcore band, and I forgot what part of Jersey. But that was like my first local show, aside from the ones in Elizabeth.
By the way, that venue is
sold that.
It doesn't exist no longer. So I went to the Blameless and Upright shows because one of my close childhood friends, he was a vocalist there. Yeah, so I was definitely a fanboy over them.
Danny Boy.
Yeah. I feel like there's one more band that I was a fan of.
No. I can't think of any other local bands I knew growing up like that.
Yeah.
I can say they're my favorite. Yo, what was that? No, that one band that Edison was in. What was it called?
He was in
Broad Calling.
Oh, Broad Calling.
Remember that?
Yeah.
You know what? That was my favorite local band growing up because they were like this nice, super chill indie. Like super different than what everybody else was doing at the time. Everyone was like super into like metalcore.
Yeah.
And they were like doing like this indie chill thing. And I fucked with that heavy. That was definitely my favorite local band.
I'm pretty sure
Skating and like
and Omora.
And I would come over by Alexis' house.
Yep. I remember that too.
We'd skate in front of his house and chill there.
And I'd come over to David's house, and that's where for the Omora section.
The Omora section. Yeah, we'd be chilling at the Schnauz's house.
Oh crap, wait, hold on, let me down this guy. Nah, there's no way. These guys are
I'm
unkillable.
with you. We've known each other for a while. It's been well over 10 years since we've met.
Funny story. This guy ignored me when I first asked to be in the band. No, people got it.
That's not true.
Diego just had a different lineup all around, and I always had my eye on joining this band, and it just happened to be things just wrote out the way they were, and you know, here we are together working on music. So
fate brought us together, the power duo.
I just had a master plan
all along.
I was like, you know what? I'm gonna wait till the band starts picking up some traction,
and then join.
I tend to write off more based off what Diego's already written, so I feel like he gets the first hand of the influence. But if I were to just judge on based on like overall sound, somebody that listens to a finished product,
well,
yeah. But if I were listening to the songs finished and compare it to other bands, I'd say like sort of a vibe with Maxio. I feel personally.
Dude, I love Maxio.
I feel like even tone-wise, the tone matches a bit, at least in the guitar aspect. That, and you know, we try to keep all three instruments alive, both bass, guitar, and drums.
Or agree.
Yeah, they're always constantly busy, and
I would say Covet's a big influence on me.
So going back to the same answer for, you know, first local show, the Borinquen bar.
I was there at the bar.
Yeah, I could, because yeah, that was my first show ever, and then I went to RevGen. And I guess, like you said, that was my first like real big mosh with like strangers and just people of all sizes, you know.
Dude, my first mosh was also at Bamboozle, and it was for Dr. Acula. Do you remember that?
Oh my god!
Yes,
yes, I remember them.
Dude, I walked into the crowd, the mosh pit, whatever. Immediately got hit in the nose and like walked out right away. Like I didn't.
Oh, like you had like a reality check.
I didn't last like 15 seconds in the mosh pit. I walked in, got hit in the nose, and walked right out. I was way too tiny. I'm tiny now. I'm like 5'5", 5'4", and I think at the time I was like 4'11" when I went.
Oh wow!
I was so short, and like I got hit by like this guy who was like twice my size. It was just, that was not fun.
Speaking about mosh pits, I remember also on a side note, when I went to go see August Burns Red in Texas in July, at where was it? What's the spot in Sayreville? Oh, Starland Ballroom.
Oh yeah.
I went to go see them there, and for Texas in July, I went in this mosh pit, and some guy literally like 3 times my size just like donkey kicked me in the throat, and my Adam's apple got like smashed in. I couldn't like breathe or swallow for like 15 minutes. Yeah. Honestly, I would beg Underoath to be back together.
Like wait.
Yeah, to their original old lineup. Yeah. I don't know. Underoath was kind of like my coping band when I was younger, so having that back together, I feel like that's a pretty sick feeling.
Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna do it to you, bro. I'm sorry, but modern baseball, man.
Oh my god.
I need them back, bro. I can't not live without them. It's been like 3 years already, man. Maybe longer. I need to see them live just one more time, bro.
I mean, I'm just because I always bully him about modern baseball, but to keep it real, I have phases where I listen to them on loop constantly. So yeah, I gotta admit.
Yeah.
All right. I know Diego's answer because he's obsessive with this band, but if I could add somebody else, like with my opinion, I would say I would like Pliny.
Oh my god.
Or Polyphia. Either of those two bands I would like, just because yeah, I just think they know how to put like a spectacular show, like this whole extravaganza, and it's instrumental focused. And that's something that, for example, at least I know for me and Diego, we get like really influenced by being like up there instrumentally.
Word.
And just seeing like virtuosos playing with us is just like it'd be a great experience and also like humiliating. So
yeah, we're the skill gap. Honestly.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's a good one. No, definitely, I agree with those. I would say, of course, Smash already knows what I'm gonna say. Covet. I would definitely love to collaborate with Covet. That'd be a sick ass thing. Just because, I mean, that band is just like super influential, and to be able to work with them would be like a dream come true. Like, all the way.
Yeah.
Whether it's playing a show with them, like anything, any type of collaboration with them would be like fucking awesome. Oh wow!
At the same time. No, and I've actually been able to meet them and they're extremely nice people.
I bet.
And you know, not two-faced or whatever, or having this like separate personality when they're on tour or whatever. So I would love to work with them as well. It'd
Humble
be
all the
amazing.
way through, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's awesome. Would be one for me.
Something that you don't know
Yeah.
about me?
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I've told you so many embarrassing stories with no filter.
It's a good embarrassing. You know what? Sebastian's a lightweight. I don't know if anyone knows it. I don't think they do.
Oh my god.
Sebastian is a huge lightweight, and I am the tank of the band when it comes
No, yeah,
to
Diego
drinking.
is.
Me and
Diego
Sebastian
is.
have gone out so many times, and I can't even count on one hand how many times this guy has tapped out so early. And it's always like on the dumbest things. We'll be drinking White Claws, and this guy will tap out. bro.
No, yeah. I mean, if there's anything to lay on nearby anywhere,
it's
that's
over.
I'm planning myself there, and that's it.
He's like that sober. He falls asleep anywhere sober. When we're drinking or doing anything, like it's over. It's like ×2 now.
It would have to be just like the Before Their Eyes. 'Cause that was the first
Same thing,
album.
right?
Yeah, first album. It was okay. First CD. First CD I bought also. So
Mine actually first CD because the Slipknot thing I bought like digitally.
okay.
That was like the first thing I bought digitally. My first CD was actually Under Oath. Oh,
Look
they're
it
only
up.
chasing safety.
Oh yeah, they're on.
They're
Yeah,
only
yeah.
chasing safety.
With
That
a boy
was-
brush red living.
Yeah, I
in,
remember. 'cause I used
black
to
and white.
spam listen that CD like front to back because it was like the first and like only
Yeah.
CD I had at the time.
And that was the CD they had, the album they released, where like the production just like jumped like crazy
Yeah.
from their previous ones. The previous ones were all like good, like emotionally, and the energy they were just projecting. You can just tell it was like some really raw, like post-hardcore, like sound. But you know, with that album, that was just like the clean, like really
Yeah.
produced version of. Okay, I don't know. I'm gonna say what my favorite band is right now. I'm gonna say Periphery, just because
Typical.
it is a guilty pleasure. You know, they're kind of like sort of the sellout band now in the prog scene, but you know, a lot of the singing is very dramatic and
I
everything.
would say my guilty pleasure band. You know what? I'm gonna go with My Chemical Romance because
High school band.
yo, seriously, like
Hot
that shit's
Topic
like,
high school
it's like I have a couple guilty pleasure bands from high school. So I mean, maybe Slipknot even. That's a guilty pleasure band I still listen
True,
to.
yeah.
But Slipknot goes hard as fuck. But I'll definitely be in my car by myself.
Yeah, and they're like a
just jamming
milestone,
out
so-
to My Chem. And
Yeah.
they're from Newark, dude. That's like our neighbor.
True.
But that's it. That's it from us.
All right, guys.